my favorite part of the day is actually bringing lunch out to Eric and watching him climb out of the combine and the kids running into his arms. I don't think that there's anything else that brings me as much joy as seeing my kids and my husband together out in that field. My name is Lauren, and I live in southeast Nebraska with my husband, Eric. We have 3 small children, and we own and operate a grain farm together. I did not grow up on the farm. I grew up in the city, Kansas City to be more specific. I had big, huge dreams of going to nursing school and becoming a nurse, which I did. I was an oncology nurse for years. I had no idea that farming or being a farmer's wife was ever in my future. I thought that I was always just going to stay in the city and live a busy life, and then I met Eric and everything changed. I'm really lucky that I have a husband who helps me a lot at home when he is home, but during harvest, from the very first time that that combine engine starts up until the end, I'm on my own. And so my job is to keep our family afloat. A typical Saturday for us during corn harvest starts really early. I get up before the sun gets up, usually have my quiet time with the Lord, have a couple of cups of coffee, and then we get going for the day. The kids are up, they run and give their dad a few hugs and kisses as he's trying to get out the door so that he can get out into the field and get started. Okay, bye.
Bye, love you.
Have a good day.
Love you, bud.
And usually at about 8:30 is when I start making lunch. It's really, really important, especially during corn harvest, that I make the food for them when they're out there, because it's so fast-paced and so busy that they're able to stop, get their food, and get right back out again. Nora's gonna do the first egg, and then Andy, you're gonna do the second egg. Thumbs in the middle. Good, okay, and then I'll take that. I did not know how to fry an egg when we first got married. I mean, like, I literally had to get up, open my computer, and be like, how do you fry an egg? And over time, it wasn't that I figured out how to cook, it was that I learned to love to cook for my family. I love baking cookies and baking pies with my kids. I like teaching them how to do that. So roll it, and then tuck. So roll, and tuck. One of the things that I love about being a farm mom is that I get to cling to those older traditions, like those homemaking traditions that are really like at the heart of the family. And so I get to teach my kids how to make a perfect pie crust. And I get to make my husband's favorite fried chicken and bring it out to him because it reminds him of his mom and his grandma. It's the amount of love that goes into that, and that's why I think field meals are so special. All right, girls, here we come. Who's ready to go see Dad? Yeah, me too. So my favorite part of the day is actually bringing lunch out to Eric, getting the kids out of their seatbelts, and watching him climb out of the combine and the kids running into his arms. And it makes it so worth it. Like, all the time and all the hours you spend making the food and getting them ready and getting them into the van and all of that, it all melts away.
Some days I will be in the combine all day, and usually that's from 8 o'clock all the way till midnight. And so the meal times are very special to us because we're going 100 mile an hour all the time, and then we're finally able to just take a break.
Mm-hmm. And usually eat a piece of pie.
Oh yeah, pie's good.
Harvest is definitely the loneliest time of my year. when Eric is gone and he's not here as much, it's like I'm kind of all by myself out here. When you live in the city, you're used to seeing people going in and out of their garage or walking up and down the sidewalk, and here it's like, well, the cows are over in this field today and the birds are flying over here, and there's just not really much out here. You do feel isolated. You do feel away from it. But living on the farm, you have all that space. You can go outside and you can run around and get fresh air and all of that. And so it's, as much as it's isolating, there is tons of opportunity to do a lot of things with the kids, and that's really fun.
Ready? 1, 2.
I write on my blog, From Blacktop to Dirt Road, which basically started out as the story of our family going from the blacktop of the city to the dirt road of the farm. Just to be able to take my writing and my word and give other women faith-based encouragement, give other farm moms encouragement, because isn't that just kind of what we all need? We all need somebody to be like, yeah, I'm struggling and this is hard, but here's how we can make it better, and we can make it better together. I think that the hardest part of my day is bedtime. Everybody's starting to get tired, a little bit cranky, and that's usually a time that we all miss Eric a lot. It's like this is when he should be coming home from work. This is when he should be sitting down to dinner with us, or he should be helping with baths, or should be reading the kids a bedtime story.
I love you. Have good sleep.
After I get the kids to bed, sometimes my mother-in-law will come over and I'll make a pot of coffee and I'll go out to the field and I'll just ride with Eric late at night. It's absolutely essential that we stay connected during harvest, because if I can stay connected to him, I'm a much better mom. There are seasons that are really hard. Harvest is really hard, planting is really hard. But the fulfillment that I get when I see my kids' faces, the joy that I have when I get to go on a combine ride with my husband late at night, those are the moments that when I lay my head down on the pillow at night, that I can rest in such thankfulness, because I love the life that we have here.